Today's a sad day. It's been announced that Alicia Vikander's Tomb Raider is dead. It's not going to be getting a sequel, and instead we're going to be seeing something else in the future for Tomb Raider. A whole new movie. I've got an article here, I'm going to read it, and I'm going to share my thoughts. Let's get into it. So before I read this article, which is from Games Radar, by the way, I wanted to apologize for my reading speed. I actually have a bad habit of talking really fast, because most people around don't allow me to speak, so I have to talk really fast before I lose their attention. So I'm working on my habit of reading fast, talking fast, mumbling a little bit. So I just wanted to apologize for that before I get into this. So like I said, this is from Games Radar. Here it goes. Tomb Raider movie sequel is reportedly dead, and a complete reboot is planned. That to me is a little bit shocking. I think it's too soon to do a reboot. I don't think Lara should be like a superhero movie. Those are being remade every couple of years. I think they should wait a good 5 years, maybe even a little bit longer. But who knows, they could produce something good. Whoever gets the rights to Tomb Raider, who knows. But it could be a woke disaster. Who knows. Alright, so the cancellation has launched a bidding war between studios. The Tomb Raider movie sequel starring Alicia Vikander as video game icon Lara Croft is no more. Plans for a follow-up to the 2018 reboot, set to be directed by Lovecraft Country's Misha Green after Free Fire's Ben Wheatley left the position, were not greenlit by MGM before its May deadline. According to the Wrap, that means the studio has now lost the movie rights to Tomb Raider, with Alicia Vikander also departing the property. A complete reboot is now reportedly planned, with multiple movie studios set to engage in a frenzied bidding war for the popular franchise. Tomb Raider began life on PlayStation in 1996, spawning multiple sequels and spin-offs before first being adapted for the big screen in a 2001 actioneer starring Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft. A 2003 sequel, The Cradle of Life, was also released to a mixed reception. I liked it. I love the Angelina Jolie movies. Angelina Jolie Tomb Raiders. So, no directors, writers, or actors have been attached to any potential reboot. Whoever wins the rights to Tomb Raider, though, will be buoyed by the recent success of video game adaptations Uncharted and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Both grossed over $400 million at the worldwide box office. A separate Tomb Raider animated Netflix series starring Hayley Atwell is still in the works. Tomb Raider's video game future is also in similarly uncharted, if promising, territory. Embracer Group has recently purchased the Tomb Raider IP, among others, in a $300 million deal that also sees developers Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal joining the company. And that's about it. So, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I hope a good company gets their hands on it. Wouldn't it be weird if Disney got it? This probably would not happen, but because Disney would destroy it, like they destroy everything. But I doubt Disney's out for Tomb Raider. Maybe Universal, who knows. I just would like to see something that honors the classics, doesn't go down some weird path. Hopefully somebody smart will get it and look at like the success of Sonic the Hedgehog and think, we need to do something that's really based on the classics. Something that people are going to be able to watch and spot Easter eggs. That's fun. I liked going to the Sonic movies and saying, hey, there's that sound effect. Oh, there's the original drowning sound. That's the one part I remember. I was excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're using the original drowning sound when Sonic was in the water. They mentioned the Tomb Raider animated series on Netflix. I think that's going to be a fail, an epic fail. But who knows? I mean, I like to keep an open mind. I don't like to shut things off right away. I like to give things a try, see what they're about before I judge. But just, deep down feelings, I don't think the Netflix series is going to be very good. I've heard some rumors about what it's going to be about, and I didn't like the sound of it. And yeah, it's overall pretty sad. I think Alicia Vikander made a good Lara. I think producer Graham King was also on the right track with that movie. I think that the people that made that movie really did justice to Tomb Raider. You know, it wasn't exactly like the original games or anything, but I think it was pretty spot on. I think they captured a good Lara Croft, a good young Lara Croft. It was different, but it was a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm a big fan of that movie. I think the way Graham King had it set up for a sequel was really awesome. I love that last scene where Laura, goes and picks up the dual pistols at the pawn shop. That was so cool. So many times when I watched that movie I got goosebumps. I was just so excited. And I think that they really could have taken that movie, that concept, far. I think they could have done some really cool things with the sequel. So it's a little sad that that project's cancelled, but we'll see what comes next. Maybe something good. Maybe not. Maybe it won't even be happening for quite a while, you know. They always are talking about things, oh, they're gonna get a new writer, it's gonna get greenlit soon, and yada yada, but then nothing happens, so this could just be another big nothing burger. They could be talking about it, but nothing will happen, at least not for another few years. So we'll see about that. I'll keep an eye on this story of the next Tomb Raider movie, and I'll keep you updated. And, well, because of this day, because of this news, I wanted to, in honor of Alicia Vikander's Lara Croft, I wanted to commemorate her in that movie by showing off some of the merchandise from that movie that they released. Of course, there's the movie. Soundtrack, which was really amazing. I love the soundtrack. Not sure if you've ever thought about it, because sometimes when we watch movies we don't think about it, but it was very action-packed, always upbeat. There was a couple slow songs, but in general it was pretty exciting music. I liked writing and drawing with that music in the background. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, they're still calling me. It's a scammer. Sorry. Anyway, back to this. I just need to show it off. I usually when I get a soundtrack I listen to it to death, and this one I just listened to it for a year straight. It felt like, I mean, there was a few there's other music I hadn't listened to along the way, but I was pretty obsessed with the soundtrack. The Tomb Raider Barbie. This is so awesome. I cannot believe Barbie made this. She's gorgeous. If you don't have one and you like the movie and you're a collector, I think I would recommend getting this. I just think it's so good quality. It's a good quality doll, and she's pretty. She looks just like Alicia Vikander. It's a really awesome Barbie. Awesome Tomb Raider figure. Good for any Tomb Raider collector's collection. Just for the heck of it, I wanted to show you what I like to do with my open box version of Alicia Lara Croft. I have her holding 2 pistols. I just think that she needs them. Lastly, we have the book. When I found out about this, I was shocked. I didn't know it existed. I don't even remember how I discovered it. But it's about the art and making of the film. I'm just going to show you a couple pages. Because, I don't know, I have a feeling not a lot of people knew about this. So, a lot of art. I kind of wanted more pictures of the sets. I really wanted to see a picture of the Himiko tomb. That they don't have that in here. I just thought in the movie it was so detailed. I was like, when I got this, that was the one thing I was looking forward to. But they didn't have it. But it's still really cool. Some really good shots. Some pictures of the filming. It talks about, it's like a documentary kind of book. They talked about outfits, designs, so I was like, really? The outfits aren't that exciting, but they talked about that. Different, interviews with the actors. And there was a lot of artwork. And I thought that was okay, but it looks like she's dead. The artwork, though, I was just, like I said, I was more interested in pictures of the set, but I'm okay with it still. Just love looking at these pictures. I haven't looked at them for a while. Oh yeah, they talked about the Croft Manor. I was really looking forward to seeing this in the sequel, but now it's gone, but that's alright. They said this, they picked this house because it had a family living there and they wanted to pick something with a good family feel, but you know, they didn't even have it that much in the movie. But you know, it's interesting how movies are. They go to all this work just for one 30-second scene. They pick a location for this reason and that. It was so special, but you know, us as the audience, we only see it for 30 seconds. We don't really get that full experience. Let's see. There's Lu Ren, or Daniel Wu. They talked about the set of Hong Kong, the harbor. See, here's the outfits. It's kind of odd to make a big deal out of that. And this was interesting. They put Rise of the Tomb Raider Lara in for that concept art. Maybe it was photoshopped, I don't know. Probably just needed a quick Lara figure to put in there. And they talked about the designing the ship, Lu Ren's ship. Now we're getting to more artwork. Okay, there's another photo. Okay, there's a lot of photos. I don't know. It's half and half. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at it. I remembered more artwork than photos, but... Okay, here's artwork. Yeah, I found this on eBay. Was not expensive at all. And at the end, they talk about how they look forward to coming back with Alicia Vikander, putting her on another adventure. Sad. But you know what? There's tons of movies that don't get sequels, so it's part of life. And I'm glad that they at least made one good movie. And for me, it's always going to have a special place in my heart, even if it doesn't have a sequel. I've liked lots of movies without sequels, and you know, it's still great. You know, they left it off at a certain point where it's like you can use your imagination. She's going to go on to become the Tomb Raider and all that. So, yeah. Well, thanks for watching. I'd like to know your thoughts on what's going on with the next Tomb Raider movie, the Tomb Raider movie reboot. I can't believe they're calling it another reboot. Wish they would stop using that term. I hope it doesn't mean something bad is coming, but I want to know your thoughts. And please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.